but I want to go to the my other guest. Start with you, Sahil, because you were in Baramati. Is it true that there was pressure from workers to make Sunetra Pawar the Deputy Chief Minister, as is now being claimed? Or was the real pressure from a section of the NCP, which was worried about their own political future and whether they would remain ministers if the NCP merged? What was the real reason and the hurry? It is not even 72, just over 72 hours since Ajit Dada passed away.
Well, for every question, there are multiple reasons, Rajdeep, and we can clearly see. I mean, it's kind of a written rule in politics, not only in Maharashtra and not only specifically for the NCP, but any party, any regional party run by the family, that any big leader from the party either have a sudden demise. Obviously, his son or a daughter or a wife takes over his position, and that has been happening in India since very long time. So obviously, the NCP and Pawars are no different. The second question is actually interesting: why the hurry and who initiated it? I mean, I can actually put it in a chronology because I was there in Baramati. The moment the cremation happened, within hours' time, the NCP's top leadership, like Praful Patel, Chagan, Bhujbal, Sunil Tatkare and Dhananjay Munde had a meeting in Baramati itself. They first discussed among themselves and they zeroed down on one name, that is Sunetra Pawar, because they also knew that only somebody who is Pawar can take a decision of who will be replacing Ajit Pawar in Baramati as an assembly constituency as well as in the government. So obviously they first met and zeroed down on Sunetra Pawar. At the same time, Sharad Pawar was thinking of calling a meeting of the whole Pawar conglomerate family, I mean the extended family of Pawars, to discuss that, what should be the next course of action as far as Ajit Pawar's legacy is concerned. But before that, these four leaders, after discussing among themselves, they went and met with Sunetra Pawar. Her two sons, Parth and Jay, were also there, and her nephew, who is a BJP MLA, Rana Jagjit Singh, was also present at that meeting. And there they actually first sounded out to Sunetra Pawar that this is what they have been discussing, that you should be leading the party in Maharashtra Assembly. And after that, they flew down to Mumbai, meets the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, and they informed him that this is what we are thinking, and we will take a final confirmation from Sunetra Pawar tomorrow. By that time, we want to retain our portfolios at the same time. Again, the next meeting happens the next day. Meanwhile, the political analyst and Ajit Pawar's kind of a right-hand man at that time, the design box, Naresh Arora, flew down to Baramati, meets Sunetra Pawar, informs the leaders that Sunetra Pawar has accepted the offer, and after that, we all know what happened. And after that, they actually announced that the next day immediately there will be a meeting of legislative party meeting has been called of the NCP. All the MLAs will gather and finally decide that Sunetra Pawar is going to be the leader. So it was all planned that way. What did not happen is the meeting called by Sharad Pawar, the extended meeting of the Pawar family. And that is where, this is the first time any decision of either splitting, remaining, who will be leading the party, who will be contesting Baramati, was taken outside the family conglomerate. It did not happen within the family. Even when Ajit Pawar split from NCP and formed his own party, he took over NCP at that time, even then the family was involved. In 2019, when Ajit Pawar took that early morning oath with Devendra Fadnavis, even after that, there was a meeting of Pawar family, and they finally maneuvered Ajit Pawar to come back to his uncle, and then NCP fold remained together. This is the first time the decision happened outside the family. And then it was conveyed to Sunetra Pawar, and then Sunetra Pawar accepted that decision. Right. Till today, Sunetra Pawar has not gone and met with Sharad Pawar to inform that this is what we have been discussing. And that's what Sharad Pawar was informing. So basically, they outwit Sharad Pawar in deciding who is going to be the one who is going to replace Ajit Pawar after his demise in the government. One decision is still pending. That is, who is going to be the leader of the party, who is going to be the president of NCP, because that is the decision which will decide the fate of both the NCP fractions coming together. And I think that will take certain time, and of course, the BJP will have its role to play in that. My understanding is that when Ajit Pawar was speaking with Sharad Pawar and NCP, Sharad Pawar leaders, NCP SP leaders at that time, he had already taken Devendra Fadnavis into confidence. He was informing him that this is what he has been planning. It looked like that everything was planned, and both the fractions were about to merge together. And that is what I can guess also from Anish Gawande when he was speaking exactly the way a while back Brijmohan Srivastava was speaking from NCP Ajit Pawar fraction. So both of them are talking in the same kind of a unison. What has gone wrong right now is that the decision has happened outside Sharad Pawar's preview and outside family decision. So this is something which is a change, and this is what is going to make a difference. Yeah.
Sahil, you have given us a very interesting chronology, because I think that explains a lot of what is happening at the moment there. Rohit Chandavarkar, I'll come to you in a moment, but Asif Bamla has been very excited, or he's been putting his hand up. Asif Bamla, very simply, is the BJP comfortable with the idea of a merged NCP with over 50 MLAs and 8 MPs, or you want a weak NCP? That way you can control power. BJP के हाथ में जिसकी लाठी उसकी भैंस. You are controlling Maharashtra. Do you want Sharad Pawar there? Be honest answer. Do you want a merged NCP or not?
देखिए, first of all, it's a happy moment for Maharashtra because I don't think we ever had a women deputy chief minister. So it's a moment of great pride. We welcome this. And of course, this was the internal decision of the party after they had the CLP meeting. And of course, this was decided by them. It was their call because after seeing the situation there, as Sahil very appropriately mentioned the entire series of events. After seeing the sentiment of the people there, it was important for having the party a face that could, where they could feel that there is some responsibility, or there is some leadership, or वो कहते हैं ना जिसे उम्मीद की किरण क्योंकि सुनीत्रा ताई is not
Mr. Bamla,
someone new.
Mr. Bamla, your audio has frozen.
Sunitra Tai,
Yes,
is it
go
okay? Can you hear me?
Go ahead, finish up.
Sunitra Tai has not been
Yeah.
new.
Go
She
ahead,
has
go
been
ahead, please.
like a shadow with Ajit Dada over the years. She's now a Lok Sabha. She's fought the Lok Sabha election. She's had the experience of more than a year of the Sabhagrah, which is in Delhi. So it's not a difficult thing. But I want to ask you 3 questions because you seem to be very disturbed, Rajdeep. I'm sorry to say that in the entire conversation, more than either of the Pawars, I heard Anish Gawande also very politely came up
No,
with
I am Mr. Bamla. I am not disturbed.
No,
I am
why?
watching it amused. I am amused.
Why?
I am amused at what is happening in Maharashtra.
Why are you
Within
amused
72 hours of someone as
Why are
and
you
Ajit,
amused?
because your party blames everyone else for 1 minute. I'll tell you why I'm amused. Your party blames every other party for Parivarvad, but when your ally practices Parivarvad, no problem. This is double standards. I'm amused by your double standards. The only ism that I know is opportunism.
Can I have a detailed submission if you give me a little uninterrupted time, please? Of whatever you came up with. That you needed somebody. I'm replying to what you referred in your context. Okay. You said hold the party together. Yes, it's the prerogative of the party who's lost a stalwart and iconic leader like an Ajit Dada to hold his party. Why would they not hold their party? Anybody would. BJP would. Congress would. Anybody would. And it has done in the past. History's been in evidence for the same. So that is the answer, that it was mandatory to hold the party together, which I think they as a party. No, give me the second chance. Give me a second point. That a weak NCP is what you're foresee. Why do you foresee a weak NCP in a Sunetra Pawar? Maybe she could be doing, she could overperform better than Ajit Pawar. Why are you underestimating a Mahila deputy chief minister? That I think is fairly wrong, and I don't want to buy that. We expect, see, when somebody is new, you must encourage rather than.
So you're saying, I've taken your point, sir.
5 seconds, 5 seconds, and then you can. These are only your points. I'm just re-illustrating the same. The DCP is the DCM is not a constitutional post, but the election of a CLP leader is definitely a constitutional post, especially when there's a calamity. And where does BJP fall anywhere in this? Where you've always saying that BJP, you've been shouting gung-ho over the fact. I've been seeing this from yesterday. That's not fair. BJP had to accept this. It is a time of grief. And at this point in time, if we don't stand with our alliance partner and
Okay.
Pawar Sahab and Devendra Fadnavis ji, as
I've
he has
heard
always
you.
mentioned,
I
has
was hoping
betrayed
to
good
go to
friends.
Rohit Chandavarkar.
So it's important for us to stand strong and rock solid
Okay.
behind the
I
NCP
just,
and the given
Mr.
circumstances.
Bhamla, there must come a time. Yeah, you made your point. You made your
Thank you.
point, Mr. Bhamla. You made it emphatically. The fact is, and I want to put this about the wives who've taken over the legacy. Just take a look at this because there are some interesting names which come over. Sonia Gandhi is the one which is cited the most often. Sonia Gandhi, the wife of late Rajiv Gandhi, eventually became the Congress chief, and she was the longest serving Congress president and at least for a while revived the party. There is a mixed track record of Sonia Gandhi, you could argue, but certainly in 2004, the Congress came to power in Delhi within 5 years of her taking it over. Number 2, Rabri Devi. Rabri Devi was the wife of Lalu Yadav. She became the chief minister of Bihar after Lalu's 1997 arrest in the fodder scam, and that became controversial as well. Then you have Janaki Ramachandran, wife of the late MGR. She became Tamil Nadu's chief minister after MGR's death in 1988, and that was, remember, before eventually she wasn't able to hold the party, so she was unsuccessful, and eventually Jayalalitha is the one who took over the AIDMK. So Janaki Ramchandran is an example where the wife was unable to take over the legacy. Then you have now, as I said, Sunetra Pawar. Let me also put some other failures. I think we should have put Janaki Ramachandran also in the failures, but some of the other failures. Menaka Gandhi, wife of late Sanjay Gandhi, founded the Sanjay Manch, but wasn't fully successful, although she was a very long-serving MP. So maybe she was very successful, at least let's be fair to her, in winning several elections, but eventually joined the BJP. She was not able to, in that sense, build the Sanjay Vichar Manch further. Then you had Lakshmi Parvati. It was an interesting case. The wife of N.T. Ramarao floated the breakaway TDP, later joined the YSRCP. So you've had various examples in politics of people who've joined from time to time but never really been able to sustain in some cases. In other cases, they've been very successful. What do you think will happen, Sahil? Do you believe that that Sunetra Pawar can be a successful deputy chief minister, given the fact that Devendra Fadnavis is an all-powerful chief minister, controls home finance? Do you believe that she will be the one over time? We are underestimating her, and therefore maybe she could be successful.
Well, Rajdeep, the history has shown multiple examples that you should not take women in politics very lightly. Certainly, those we have seen a lot of women leaders who were actually very new to politics, but eventually, when they got opportunity and experience, they had proved themselves. But here, the situation is completely different. Sunetra Pawar is a newbie as a political leader. She is she first time contested election 24. Then, after losing the election, joined Rajya Sabha in June 24, and now she has suddenly became the deputy chief minister. But despite that, she has come from a political family. She has seen politics of Maharashtra very closely since last 40 years. That is definitely there. And she has had her share of kind of a social service or handling the constituency for Ajit Pawar. That has always been there. But now the situation is very tricky because she will also have to fed the party. She will also have to run the party. She will also have to, make this working relationship with Devendra Fadnavis, which he had very excellent working relationship with Ajit Pawar, and also, the leaders who had accepted Ajit Pawar's leadership because of his experience and, all other reasons. she will have to make them
Right.
accept her leadership. So there are going to be multiple challenges in front of her, and also at the same time there is a
That
NCP SP fraction, which will
let
also
me
claim the way it happened in the case of Jayalalitha. There were two AIDMK fractions, and eventually the power went with Jayalalitha. So that tussle will always remain. So somewhere she will have to make peace with the NCP SP fraction, so that this amalgamation of both the fractions will
can
happen
I
eventually.
want
So
to
that is
take
going to be a
that.
very interesting and tough
The
question.
point you made is very important. I want to take that to Rohit Chandavarkar, senior journalist joining us. Rohit Chandavarkar, do you believe that Sunetra Pawar can hold the NCP together? Will she basically be remote controlled by members within her party, the likes of Praful Patel, Sunil Tatkare? Will she have to now accept dominance of Devendra Fadnavis, or will she eventually be a bridge to Sharad Pawar? How do you see this playing out, Rohit Chandavarkar?
Rajdeep, coming to the second part of your question first, which is, will she be remote controlled? And I think the answer is yes, because you spoke with Sahil and Sahil knows everything, and you also have a great insight in Maharashtra politics. It is clear that she is not experienced, not rooted in the Vidhan Bhavan or Mantralaya of Mumbai, and she might be intelligent, educated, and all of that, and has legacy and family background, maybe running some cooperative organizations, etc., but just doesn't have the administrative experience. So it is obvious that there will be Sunil Tatkare, Praful Patel, and a few others who will kind of control, guide, or I can use the word manipulate her also to some extent. Coming to the first part of your question, will she be able to control the NCP? The answer to that, Rajdeep, is yes, to a large extent, because the party runs on emotions, it runs on certain caste equations, and it runs on the Pawar family magnet. So that part, maybe she'll be able to manage a bit because she has two sons, Ajit Pawar sons, who will manage the crowd control, the mass connect, and all of that. But another part that I want to mention here, two observations quickly. One is that I see the BJP taking over control of many things, and it has started with the finance department in Maharashtra, which has been virtually snatched away from the NCP. And Devendra Fadnavis will be the finance minister from tomorrow. He will present the budget in the upcoming assembly session. That is part one. Part two is who will control many other things. Ajit Pawar used to wear many hats, remember. He was the guardian minister of Pune district, Beed district, very important, politically important districts. Who takes over as guardian minister? I don't think the BJP is going to give that space to NCP anymore. Chandrakant Dada Patil was contender for Pune district guardian minister post. He will snatch it away for sure. Similar things will happen in cooperative sector. Similar things will happen with Beed and other places. So the second part of this big story is how the BJP takes over the political space in Western Maharashtra, in cities like Pune, in Nashik, in some pockets in Marathwada and other places, and eventually in Mantralaya also, which was occupied majorly by Ajit Pawar, Rajdeep.
Right. And my final part of that is, where does that leave Sharad Pawar then? I mean, do you see a
Okay,
merger now? Mr.
okay.
Pawar
So
claimed that a merger
you
was
are
going to take place
you
on
are
the
very
12th
well
of
aware,
February, or
and
is
I think Sahil also
that
knows.
relegated to the background?
Yeah. So you are very, very well aware of this. Sahil also knows it inside out that since December itself, Rajdeep, uh, there were some meetings between Ajit Pawar and Sharad Pawar. Some are now on camera. Nobody talks about these meetings. Some 10 or 12 meetings, trust me, happened. And in that, there was a discussion that Sharad Pawar, in any case, will take a backseat from April onwards when his Rajya Sabha term ends. And there was some clear indication that both factions of the NCP will work together. In the upcoming Zilla Parishad elections, the voting is happening on 7th February. They had decided to fight on the same symbol with a seat sharing formula. Now they are going to get the benefit of sympathy wave. And of course, Sharad Pawar himself was saying that now the party will be driven by Ajit and Supriya together. But that twist has come famously, the whole world knows now. You also mentioned it, started your show with that because of this tragic incident and because of the things that have happened in 2 3 days, last 2 3 days, now the reunion of two factions of NCP seems to be on hold. Till 3 days ago, you were saying, I was writing and saying very firmly that there is no option for NCP, which is facing an existential crisis, to come together reunite the two factions and fight the forthcoming elections together as one force. But that seems to be on hold. And the beneficiary of this perhaps will be the BJP, or almost clear that the BJP will benefit out of this side. Rajdeep, sorry.
Interesting. I
Can I
think
have
Rohit
last
Chandavarkar
seconds?
and Sahil have given us an
Can I have
excellent
last 30
exposition of how
seconds?
Maharashtra
Rohit,
politics
can I have last 30
has
seconds?
played out. But Asif Bamla, yes, I know. No, Mr. Bamla, hold on. Let me ask you the question.
No,
What has
I want
happened
to
today?
ask you a
Devendra Fadnavis
question.
has taken over finance. As, please do ask me. Chalo, ask me.
No,
Bolo.
I always see, and I always come across one question, that Devendra Fadnavis is so powerful. He's going to overpower. Why do you always live in that pure psychosis? We are happy and proud of our leader to be a powerful, and why should a leader not be powerful? It's
No,
fine.
he's number one.
Yeah,
I'm calling him Neta
but
number one.
I
I am saying
somehow
he's Neta number one of Maharashtra.
I get a little feeling that you present that in a very taunting way, which I feel is not right. A, B. I mean,
Absolutely
I'm
not.
just
No, not
Absolutely
at
not.
all. Mr. Bamla, I am very clear.
I'm just
BJP.
taking
No,
a very
Mr.
light
Bamla, 1
moment, so
minute.
don't mind
Now
me.
you
Don't
must
mind
listen.
me.
I am very clear.
I'm being very,
I
very
am very
cordial on
clear
this.
that Devendra Fadnavis has emerged as Maharashtra's Neta number one. The BJP is the party number
Okay.
one. I am
Why?
saying that with as an objective fact.
That's good. We are
All I
happy
want to
about it.
understand is,
We are
as a
happy and
result,
we are
what
proud
happens
of
to these
Devendra
allies?
Fadnavis.
Do you
Does
need
that
do you
mean
need them?
anybody?
No, I am
Does
not
that?
happy. That you can be happy. I am asking
Yeah,
Mr. Bhamla, 1
but
minute.
does that
Do you
does
want a
that pinch
strong? Do
anybody,
you
or
want
does that
strong
give
allies, or are you
anybody
happy to
reasons to
weaken
be
them?
unhappy?
No, Mr. Bamla, I am asking you a simple question. Do you believe that a strong BJP wants weak allies? Whether it's Eknath Shinde or NCP, it suits the BJP now to have weak allies, and that's how
No, I
Maharashtra
don't
politics will
think.
go forward.
Like
The
Sahil
BJP will
mentioned,
dictate
I
terms.
will I
Chabi
will
BJP
go.
के हाथ में है.
I will rather go with what Sahil, my friend, said, that never underestimate a women leader. In the past, they proved to supersede their predecessors, and we have full confidence and we're positive. Why are you underestimating? She's someone who's not come. If Rabrish could do, if Sonia ji has also conducted herself in a very appropriate manner, we're very positive about it, and because Devendra ji is there, he's there to encourage. And
Okay.
also, one more point that you said, that BJP in Pune, BJP, my party in Pune, has already been is a very powerful party. We won the last Nagar
The
Nigam elections.
Asimji, the
These
BJP
elections also
IT cell
we
has
won.
come in
If you
support.
see,
Asimji, the BJP IT cell, entire BJP IT cell has come in support of Sunetra Pawar fully this whole day. I have never seen any BJP
what is
leaders
wrong?
and IT cell and immediate supporting an
If it was
NCP
Mr.
NCP
Tatkare, we
leader
would have
so
come in
much,
support of
and
him.
Okay.
NCP
If
leader
it
so
was,
much.
Okay.
let me
Let's not
it's
get
my
into a
chance.
tutu meme. Mr. Bamla, 1 minute.
It's my chance.
No,
If it would have
Mr.
been
Bamla,
any leader
I've
who
just
the
got to
NCP
this thing. Sahil,
projected, we would have supported. Our IT would have supported. अरे हमारा लीडर ही सपोर्ट करे तो आईटी की क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? आप क्यों उस दिशा में जा रहे हो? हमारा जब
okay.
लीडर यदि कोई को भी ना प्रफुल्ल भाई का
Fair.
हो
Mr. Bamla,
या
Mr. Bamla, you are on a roll. You are on a roll. Just hold
why
on.
not?
You made I just want Sahil Joshi to give us the
And in
final
a
picture. Sahil,
situation like that,
Sahil, is
in a
this the last
situation like
chapter
that,
or is
the
there a
senior leaders
picture
always
abhi
there to
baki hai?
help.
1 minute. Sahil, please put his fader down. Sahil, picture abhi baki hai ya nahi?
Yes, there is a lot of things to happen. And the most importantly, please understand that Sunetra Pawar, NCP has solved only one problem at this point of time. As Rohit had mentioned, Ajit Pawar was wearing multiple hats. So they have solved only one problem, that who is going to lead Baramati assembly segment and who is going to lead the party in the government. So that problem has been solved. Who is going to be the president of the party? One thing which has been communicated to the NCP leaders very clearly, that it cannot be anybody else than Pawar's. So they will have to think about that as well. So right now it is working president Praful Patel who will be running the work of the party. But at the same time, they will have to sit together, and someday they will have to solve this problem of both the fractions, whether they are going to come together or not, because the talks have already gone further. A lot of BJP leadership is already know of a lot of things. So there is the picture is definitely abhi baki hai. Ye to sirf trailer hai. Picture abhi baki, and there are a lot of things which will be cleared in next couple of
Sir,
months.
Maharashtra mein, Sahil, there have been so many trailers that you don't even know when the picture will actually end. But
Yeah.
that is the way Maharashtra politics has been. This is a new twist, of course. We wish Sunetra Pawar well, as we wish all politicians who come to these high posts. But we also raise the question that those who accuse others of Parivarvad will now also have to look inwards and say, do you want your allies also to be Parivar parties? I thank my guests for joining us.